Peace, my name is Haven Bullis, and today I got to bring you this video. As you can see, Antonio Moore retweeted this. They didn't waste no time. She hasn't even been a Supreme Court judge for 24 hours, and they already working on undoing decades of legislation to protect black people. Because as you can see, this is basically, we're going to remove anti-discrimination laws because they discriminate. Excuse me, nonsense. This is reverse racism. Passing a law that protects black people from racism is actually racist against white people. That's this garbage. That's this garbage right here. And they're gonna get rid of all those laws. You know how people kept saying, you losers? Because this is mainly for you FBA, B1s, ADOS goofballs. No voting goofballs. You know how you always claim Democrats never did anything for you? Well, all those things, all those laws that Democrats never did for you are about to come off the books now. How you feel now? Welcome, like I said 4 years ago. Welcome back, Jim Crow. We miss you. People must really have missed Jim Crow. But don't worry, he coming back. He coming back. All the laws that protected you, they about to go. And how I know Antonio Moore and them are not serious about this? Because the Trump administration has been trying to get rid of these laws. Like a month ago, he sued one of the Ivy League schools, claiming that them following an anti-discrimination policy was actually discriminatory towards white people. Now they have the Supreme Court where they don't even have to try to get those things gone. They're just going to get them gone. That's it. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. What can we do about this? Nothing. Nothing. Nothing, 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 nothing. We had a chance to save ourselves, and we chose to die for a check that wasn't even on the table. I know they're going to be laughing. This is why Mitch McConnell, like I did in the last video, spiking the football. Because like he said, the next administration, because he thinks probably Trump is going to lose. And like I said, Trump's going to lose the election, but he may or may not be able to steal it. He's going to try, but he may or may not be able to. But if he can or he cannot, doesn't matter. At this point in time, they have secured their future. And there's nothing the Democrats can do about it. Now we're going to see 3-6, 5-4 decisions flowing like water, removing law after law after law after law that black people fought, died, begged, pleaded, stood, sat, marched, rode, everything for decades, just undone with the snap of a finger, with the gaveling of a hammer. Gone, done. And there's nothing anybody can do about it. And you goofballs, you lost everything because a bunch of goofballs crying about a black agenda that they couldn't even define themselves, for reparations that wasn't even on the table and will never be. Because let's say, for example, you do magically get your perfect president, your perfect Congress who's ready to give you reparations and everything you ever asked for. It's not going to happen, because as soon as they approve it, somebody's going to sue and claim it's unconstitutional, and the Supreme Court is just going to say, yep, it's unconstitutional. We agree. And then it's over. We may have even lost the we have lost the Democratic Party by and large, but we may have lost them like completely. Where now it's not even worth it to even focus on anything that related to identity politics. Because if you try to get any such laws passed, especially when it comes to black people, the Supreme Court is just gonna nuke it. So might as well just focus on class policies, because those have a better chance of standing. And we know class policies don't always address racial issues. For the most part, they don't. They help a lot of black people, but they don't help nearly as many black people as we need as need helping. This is the future that you have brought. And this is our future. Jim Crow is our future indefinitely. For the foreseeable future. This is what you did to your children. Because the majority of the people who didn't vote were people like between like the ages of 20 and 40. People who got kids. Jim Crow is the future you left them. And you created for yourself. Most of the people who are going to watch this video are going to be dead before we stop feeling the direct impact of Trump's presidency. You're going to be dead before we stop feeling the direct impact of the first 4 years of the Trump presidency. Because if he gets another 4 years, who knows how long that's going to last. And not only that, the legacy he created is going to have a ripple out effect. So most people, I'm sure, will all be dead before we even stop feeling the indirect. Yeah, that's without question. Virtually 99% of the people watching who are going to watch this video are going to be dead before we stop feeling the indirect effects. But a large swath of you are going to be dead before we stop feeling the first 4 years, the effects of the first 4 years of the Trump administration. Not only dead before we stop feeling it, before we even in a position to even do anything meaningful about it. You killed your future. You killed everything. You destroyed everything. For what? A check that wasn't even on the table. A check that even if somebody was to try to give it to you today, the Republicans who you will let get power will just take it away. You have nothing now. What? What is the future now? What is it? This woman. You think this woman gonna let any law come into effect that helps you? The same woman who said it was okay to call you the N-word at work? The same woman who said it was okay to segregate based on race? The same woman who said a black teen who died? I'm gonna do that story. I meant to do that story a week ago. All right, I'll deal with the baby later.
Okay.
The same woman who said that it was okay to let a black teen die because he didn't have a right to breathe, a constitutional right to breathe. That woman, this is her. This is what you have done to us. And I'm going to end this video here. Like, share, subscribe, drop me a comment, tell me what you think. And on that note, family, reach me something if you can. Peace.